Dear learners, in the previous lesson you have learned how to make the sentences like he sat, jalasa, she sat, jalasat, you sat, jalasta, you sat, you for feminine, jalasti, I sat, jalastu, he went, dhahaba, she went, dhahabat, you went, dhahabta, you went, you for feminine, dhahabti, I went, dhahabtu. In the previous lesson you have also learned how to make the sentences like he wrote a letter, kataba, risalatan, she wrote a letter, katabat, risalatan, you wrote a letter, katabta risalatan, I wrote a letter, katabtu risalatan. She played the football. How to make this sentence in Arabic? La'ibat kurat al-qadam. He played the football. La'iba kurat al-qadam. You played the football. La'ibta kurat al-qadam. I played the football. La'ibtu kurat al-qadam. The student male sat, jalasa, at-talibu. You can also say jalasa at-talib. The student female sat, jalasat at-talibatu. Himanshi went out, kharajat Himanshi. If the sentence is Himanshu went out, how to say in Arabic? Kharaja Himanshu. In English you say they fell down. In Arabic you will say saqatu, and this is for masculine. If you want to say they for feminine, fell down, you will say saqatna. They return, they for feminine, you will say raja'ana. They return, they for masculine. In Arabic you will say raja'u. We heard the news. Sami'na al-akhbara. We heard the news. Sami'na al-akhbara. In the previous lesson you have studied the subjects as singular, visible and invisible. Invisible like dhahaba, dhahabat, dhahabta, dhahabti, dhahabtu. The subjects in these verbs are invisible. You have also learned the verbs with visible subject like dhahaba al-waladu, dhahaba Majid, dhahaba Himanshu, dhahabat Himanshi, dhahabat Majida. Now we are going to use the sentences in which the subject is plural and visible. In the previous lesson you have learned dhahabu, they went, jalasu, they sat, jalasna, they sat for feminine, jalasna, we sat, raja'ana, we returned. First we shall use the intransitive verbs here in this lesson. In the previous lesson you have made the sentence like qadima al-walad, the boy came. Simply qadima means he came. The boy came, qadima al-walad. If you want to say the boys came, you will say qadima al-awladu. You can also say qadima al-awladu. You can also say qadima al-awlad. In English you say the girls came. In Arabic you will say qadimat al-banatu. Simply qadimat means she came. The girl, if the girl is single, you will say the girl came qadimat al-bintu. If the sentence is the girls came, you will say in Arabic qadimat al-banatu. You can also say qadimat al-banat, qadimat al-banat. In the previous lesson you have made the sentences like the child played. La'iba at-tiflu. Simply la'iba means he played. When you say la'iba, it means he played. If you say the child played, you will say la'iba at-tiflu. If your sentence is the children played, in Arabic you will say la'iba al-atfalu. You can also pronounce this sentence la'iba al-atfal. The students female played. How to say in Arabic? La'ibat at-talibatu. In the previous lesson you have made the sentences like la'ibat, simply la'ibat. Its meaning was she played. If you say la'ibat at-talibatu, at-taliba singular, its meaning would be the student female played. Here the sentence is the students female played la'ibat at-talibatu. You can also say la'ibat at-talibat. The officials went out. Kharaja al-muwazzafuna. First time you are learning this kind of sentence. Kharaja al-muwazzafuna. The subject here is plural and visible. In the previous lesson you have learned the sentences like simply kharaja, he went out. Kharaja al-muwazzaf. The official went out. Here you are learning the officials went out. Kharaja al-muwazzafuna. Suppose if the sentence is the officials female went out, how will you make this sentence? The sentence would be kharajatil muwazzafatu. The next sentence is the passengers returned. If the passenger is singular, you will say Raja'a al-musafir. Raja'a al-musafir. Here the sentence is the passengers returned. In Arabic you will say Raja'a al-musafiruna. Raja'a al-musafiruna. You can also say Raja'a al-musafirun. If the sentence is the engineers lived, in Arabic you will say Sakana al-muhandisuna. Muhandis, engineer. If the sentence is the engineer lived, in Arabic you will say Sakana al-muhandisu. Here the sentence is the engineers lived. In Arabic you will say Sakana al-muhandisuna. You can also say Sakana al-muhandisun. The next sentence is the cups fell down. In previous lesson you have learned the cup fell down. Saqata al-kub. Simply saqata means he fell down. The cup fell down, saqata al-kub. Here the sentence is the cups fell down, saqatat al-akwabu. You can also say this sentence like saqatatil akwabu. The next sentence is the nurses went out. In Arabic you will say kharajat al-mumarridatu. If the sentence is the nurse went out, in Arabic you will say kharajat al-mumarridatu. But here the sentence is the nurses went out. Nurses, plural. In Arabic you will say kharajat al-mumarridatu. You can also say kharajat al-mumarridat. The students went. Students, plural. Singular, الطالب. Plural, الطلاب. The students went. ذهب الطلاب. You can also say ذهب الطلاب. The passengers, female, sat. How to say in Arabic? جلست المسافرات. If the passenger, female, is singular, what would be the sentence in Arabic? جلست المسافرة. Simply jalasat means she sat. The passenger, female, sat, passenger is singular, you will say jalasat al-musafiratu. But here the sentence is the passengers, female, sat. In Arabic you will say jalasat al-musafiratu. You can also say jalasatil musafirat. The next sentence is the officials, female, lived. In Arabic you will say sakanat al-muwazzafatu. Sakanat al-muwazzafatu. Simply sakanat means she lived. If the official is one, female, in Arabic you will say sakanat al-muwazzafatu. Here the sentence is the officials, female, lived. In Arabic you will say sakanat al-muwazzafatu. The next sentence is the teachers, female, returned. Simply a lady teacher, you know in Arabic mudarrisa, mudarrisatun. Returned, rajat. She returned, rajat. The teachers, female, returned, rajat al-mudarrisatu. You repeat with me, rajat al-mudarrisatu. You can also say rajat al-mudarrisat. If you want to use the plural subject before the verb, the structure of the sentence would be different. See, there is a difference between English and Arabic. In English, we only have a nominal sentence. You say, the boys came. But in Arabic, we have two kinds of sentences. One is nominal sentence. The second is verbal sentence. If the sentence starts with a noun, it is called the nominal sentence. If the sentence starts with a verb, it is said the verbal sentence. So if you want to use the subject before the verb, as you use in English, the structure in Arabic would be changed. You cannot say qadimu al-awladu. It would be a wrong sentence. The boys, al-awlad. For the verb came, plural, qadimu. But you cannot say qadimu al-awlad. It would be a wrong sentence. You will have to say al-awladu qadimu. The boys came. In previous lessons, you have learned the sentences like qadima al-waladu, qadima al-waladu. Al-walad is singular. The plural is al-awlad. Qadima verb is singular. Qadimu is a plural. The boys came, al-awladu qadimu. If you want to make this sentence a verbal sentence, you will say qadima al-awladu. Questions might be coming to your mind that what is the difference between the sentences al-awladu qadimu wa qadima al-awladu. The difference between these two sentences is, suppose you are giving me an information that the boys came, and I am not asking you any question, you are just simply informing me that the boys came. So better is to say in Arabic qadim al-awlad. Better is to make a verbal sentence qadim al-awladu. But if I'm asking who came and you are giving the stress on the boys came, in this situation in Arabic you will have to say al-awladu qadimu. So this is the difference between qadima al-awladu and al-awladu qadimu. Here the stress is on the word al-awlad. So this sentence would be used if you are giving the stress on the subject. Similarly, if the sentence is the girls came and I'm asking who came and you want to inform me the girls came, so first you will use the noun and that is al-banatu qadimna. Here you see when just before few minutes you made the sentences like qadimat al-banatu. Qadimat was singular. Here qadimna is plural. It means when we start the sentence with a verb, it is used singular. Qadima al-awladu. Qadima is singular. Al-awlad is plural. Though the word al-awlad is plural, the verb has been used qadima singular. Similarly, qadimat al-banat, qadima is singular, al-banat is plural. But you have started the sentence with verb. In the beginning, the verb always would be singular. If the subject is feminine, you will use the feminine verb. If the subject is masculine, you will use the masculine verb, but it will be singular if you start the sentence with a verb. If you use the verb after the subjects, it would be according to the subjects. Al-awladu qadimu, al-banatu qadimna. Next sentence is the children played. If the sentence is the child played, in the previous lesson you have learned la'iba at-tiflu. In this lesson you are learning the plural form of la'iba and that is la'ibu. The children played, there are two kinds of sentences. Either you make it a verbal sentence, in that case you will say la'iba al-atfalu. But if you want to use the subjects before the verb, you will have to say al-atfalu la'ibu. Next sentence is the student female played. And you want to use the subjects before the verb. In this case, you will say at-talibatu la'ibna. If you want to make this structure as a verbal sentence, you will say la'ibat at-talibatu. But in English, the translation would be the students female played. The officials went out. Al-muwazzafuna kharaju. The passengers returned. Al-musafiruna raja'u. If you are giving me information, I am asking who returned, then you will say al-musafiruna raja'u. If there is no question from me and you are simply giving me an information and you are telling me the passengers return, in Arabic you will say raja al-musafirun. But if there is a question who returned, then you will have to use the sentence al-musafiruna raja'u. The engineers lived. In verbal sentence you will say sakan al-muhandisun. In the nominal sentence, you are telling here al-muhandisuna sakanu. Sakan al-muhandisun, sakana was singular, but here you are using this verb after the subject. Then it would be used as a plural, and you will say al-muhandisuna sakanu. The next sentence is the nurses went out. In verbal sentence, you have learned how to make this sentence. In verbal sentence, you will say kharajat al-mumarridatu. Kharajat, singular, feminine. But in this case, when you are using the subject before the verb, al-mumarridatu, you cannot say kharajat. You will have to use plural, and that is kharajna. Kharaju for masculine, kharajna for feminine. Sakanu for masculine, sakanna for feminine. The next sentence is the students went. At-tullabu dhahabu. If the sentence is verbal, the structure would be dhahaba at-tullabu. But here you are using the subject before the verb. You are saying at-tullabu dhahabu. The next sentence, the passengers, female, sat. Al-musafiratu jalasna. Can you say al-musafiratu jalasu? That's my question. Can you say al-musafiratu jalasu? No. Why? Jalasu is plural for masculine. Al-musafirat here, female. So you'll have to use female plural verb, and that is jalasna. So the full sentence would be al-musafiratu jalasna. The next sentence, the officials, female, lived. The officials, female, lived. In Arabic you will say al-muwaddafatu sakanna. Al-muwaddafatu sakanna. Suppose if the sentence is the officials, male, lived, what would be the sentence? It would be al-muwaddafuna sakanu. If the sentence is simply the official, and official is one and singular and feminine, you will say al-muwazzafatu sakanat or sakanat al-muwazzafatu. Here the sentence is the officials, female, lived. So you can make the sentence either verbal sentence. In case of verbal sentence, you will say sakanat al-muwazzafatu. In case of nominal sentence, when you are giving stress on the subject, you will say al-muwazzafatu sakanna. The sentence is the teachers, female, lady teachers, returned. In the previous lesson, you have learned the teacher returned, teacher masculine, raja al-mudarris, raja al-mudarrisu. The teacher, lady teacher returned, raja'at al-mudarrisatu. If there is a sentence, the teachers, any lady teachers return, you can say raja'at al-mudarrisatu, or you can say al-mudarrisatu raja'na. You should remember that the alif used in the forms of plural masculine verbs is silent. So alif in sakanu, raja'u, kharaju, la'ibu, qadimu, and dhahabu is not pronounced. So you cannot say sakanua, raja'ua, kharajua, la'ibua, qadimua. No. These are sakanu, raja'u, kharaju, la'ibu, qadimu, and dhahabu. The verbs used so far in this lesson were intransitive. Now we are going to use the transitive verbs with plural visible objects. If the sentence is the students wrote the letters. In Arabic you say كتب الطلاب الرسائل. You can also say كتب الطلاب الرسائل. The next sentence is the students, female, drank the water. In Arabic you will say شربت الطالبات الماء. The students, female, drank the water. شربت الطالبات الماء. You can also say شربت الطالبات الماء. Next sentence is the girls played the basketball. لعبت البنات كرة السلة. The girls played the basketball. لعبت البنات كرة السلة. The children understood the lesson. If the sentence is the child understood the lesson, the sentence would be فهم الطفل الدرس. الطفل is singular. الأطفال plural. The children understood the lesson. فهم الأطفال الدرس. You can also say فهم الأطفال الدرس. The next sentence, the mothers cook the foods. Mothers, الأمهات. Mother, Mothers, الأمهات. Food, طعام, plural, الأطعمة. The mothers cook the foods. طبخت الأمهات الأطعمة. The children open the door. And you are making this a verbal sentence. You will say فتح الأطفال الباب. Fatha is singular. Why? Because you are starting the sentence with verb, and in this case it would remain singular. And why it is masculine? Because al-atfal is masculine. The patients paid the bills. The patient, al-marid, plural, al-marda. Bill, singular, fatura, plural, al-fawatir. The complete sentence is دفع المرضى الفواتير. You can say دفع المرضى الفواتير. The next sentence is the officials understood the problem. Officials, الموظفون, understood فهم. You cannot say فهموا الموظفون, though the subject is plural, but it is a verbal sentence. You are starting the sentence with verbs, so it will remain singular and masculine. Why? Because موظفون is masculine. And there is an object, and it is al-mushkila. The full sentence is the fahima al-muwazzafuna al-mushkila. The passengers boarded the train. Rakiba al-musafiruna al-qitar. The passengers boarded the train. Rakiba al-musafiruna al-qitar. If you want to use the plural subjects before the verb, the structure of the sentence would be changed. See the sentences. The students wrote the letter, and you want to use the subject before the verb. In this case, the sentence would be الطلاب كتبوا الرسائل. الطلاب كتبوا الرسائل. The next sentence, the students, female, drank the water. الطالبات شربن الماء. Earlier you have made the sentence شربت الطالبات الماء, and that was verbal sentence. Here the sentence is nominal, and you are using the subject before the verb. In this case, the sentence would be الطالبات شربن الماء. The girls played the basketball. البنات لعبن كرة السلة. In verbal sentence, you will say لعبت البنات كرة السلة, and you can also say البنات لعبن كرة السلة. The children understood the lesson. You can make it as a verbal sentence. In that case, you will say Fahima al-atfalu ad-dars. Here, you start the sentence with subject. In this case, you will say al-atfalu fahimu ad-darsa. The mothers cook the foods. Al-ummahatu tabakhna al-at'imata. In verbal sentence, you made tabakhat al-ummahatu al-at'ima. Here you are telling al-ummahatu tabakhna al-atima. The children open the door. In verbal sentence you made fatah al-atfalu al-baba, and here the subject is being used before the verb. In this case you will say al-atfalu fatahu al-baba. The patients paid the bill. You can say dafa'a al-marda al-fawatir. That would be verbal sentence. Here you are telling al-marda dafa'u al-fawatir. It is a nominal sentence. The officials understood the problem. In verbal sentence it was fahima al-muwaddafuna al-mushkila. Here you are using the subject before the verb and you are telling al-muwaddafuna fahimu al-mushkilata. Similarly, the passengers boarded the train. In verbal sentence, it was rakiba al-musafirun al-qitar. In nominal sentence, you will say al-musafiruna rakibu al-qitara. Thank you very much.